All right, so let's talk about shame in food and letting people shame you about your food. I had a coaching client I spoke to, and we had a great conversation. And then she sent me a message about 48 hours later, and she said, I just want to tell you how much it means to me that when you looked at my food logs, you didn't shame me for eating pizza and missing a day of tracking. She says, I was so afraid you were going to say something to me and I was going to be embarrassed. And she goes, but you didn't. She says, I hear your message all the time about leaning in when you make a mistake. And she says, and the fact that you didn't do that really shows me that what you say is what you mean. And I wrote back to her and I said, you're a big girl. You have goals. Me shaming you for eating pizza or missing a day of tracking is not going to help you. Shaming doesn't help anyone. Shaming doesn't help kids. It doesn't help adults. A lot of us carry our own baggage of shame from past dieting experiences and things we've been told. So I just want to put this little public service announcement out there. If you have a coach that's shaming you, drop them like a hot coal. Shaming should not be happening. Period. End of story. You should be with somebody who is your co-pilot. They're in line with what you're trying to achieve. They're there to encourage you, and they're there to help you dig a little deeper to figure out why you might be doing things that are counter to what you say your goals are. And that's totally different than somebody shaming you and saying, I can't believe you ate that. Why did you miss a day of tracking? Because in all fairness, again, we're grown-ass adults. I mean, not to be rude here, but we are. If you don't want to do the things necessary to lose weight, that's on you, right? It has nothing to do with me. I'm here to help you unravel the why you're not doing it. I'm here to help you find better ways to do it. And I'm here to help you get where you want to go. But at the end of the day, it's all on you. And that's an important message you have to really remember. It's always on you with your daily actions. Nobody's going to force feed you. Nobody's going to, handcuff you so you can't eat certain things. Like, you're going to have to make those decisions. But shaming should never happen. And what you want to keep in mind, shame around food always promotes overeating. So you getting to a place, and I have one client right now, we're really working on her letting go of shame around carbohydrates. She's got a long history of believing carbohydrates are bad. And what most people do is they seriously restrict carbohydrates and then they binge on carbohydrates with the idea of, I'll just get back to it on Monday. And in their mind, they kind of don't see that they're eating carbohydrates. and so what we're working on is her reframing how she views carbohydrates. I can absolutely have this English muffin with breakfast. That looks delicious, because what it is in her mind is, I shouldn't have this. I can't have this. This is a forbidden food, and all these stories. And the problem with all of those stories is it creates that sense of shame when you're out of congruence with who you think you are. I'm somebody who abstains from eating sugar and flour. I'm somebody who doesn't eat carbohydrates. And then you do actions that go against it. It's like a huge fracture in you as a human being. The person you believe you are, I'm somebody who's honest and trustworthy. I'm somebody who cares about my family and friends, but you're doing actions that counter that. We don't deal well with that as human beings. We need to see congruence between who we believe we are and who we are. So when there is that fracture, we have to fix that first and foremost. So when it comes to shame with food, it normally comes down to the belief system you have. If you believe pizza is bad and you shouldn't be eating it because you're on a weight loss plan, and you eat it, there's a disconnect, right? You're not in alignment with who you think you are, or who you should be. If you believe carbohydrates are the devil and you're eating them in secret and in large quantities, you're not in congruence with who you think you are. So again, huge problem. Because when we can't be who we say, I'd rather you say, I absolutely eat carbohydrates every day, and then choose maybe not to have them. And that's right what I'm working on with her. I can absolutely have this English muffin. It looks delicious. She's putting it in her food log every day. But as I told her, she gets to make the decision if she wants to consume it. She doesn't have to consume it, but giving herself permission to have it giving and telling herself she can absolutely have it is a totally different way of her managing herself than, oh my gosh, I can't have a carbohydrate. I can't have an English muffin. I will gain like 50 pounds from eating this. All those beliefs, right, create this wall. And then when she finally breaks and has it, oh my gosh, you know, we feel so horrible about ourselves. It hurts our self-efficacy. It hurts our self-trust. It hurts our relationship with ourselves. It's almost like we're two human beings trapped in a body. The carb lover, the non-carb lover. The person who thinks we shouldn't have pizza when we're losing weight. The person who totally loves pizza, right? There's these two versions. And what we really want to do is learn how they can live in peace together. We want them to not be at ends, fighting against each other, but more working together. So you say, yes, pizza lover, you can absolutely have pizza in your weight loss journey. That is totally fine. Is that going to help you today? Is that really what you want today? Versus, oh my gosh, can't have it, shouldn't have it. My coach is going to see it. She's going to shame me. All of that does not serve you. So the takeaway from today's talk, one, you need to be in congruence with who you think you are. Be cautious as to what you say. If, oh, I'm a Weight Watchers devotee and I can only lose this weight with Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers is my saving grace. If that's really what you believe, and then one moment they come out with a new program that doesn't work for you, problems. You have to make sure that you leave yourself receptive to multiple tools, multiple approaches, and also being willing to change things as you age. As things change in your body as you age, you will need other things. But the problem again is when you've committed yourself, you married yourself to one specific thought process, belief, tool, you kind of shut yourself off from the potential of moving to things that might better suit you as you progress in your journey. So the shaming, the being out of alignment with who you think you are, all of those are not going to serve you to get to your goal. Please be cautious about that. Leave yourself open to lots of potential possibilities. And also, do not let others comment on your food or shame you. If somebody does, I would say simply, hey, you know, I'm really working on getting a better relationship with food. Please do not make comments about what I'm eating. Boom, end of story. Put a boundary in around that. All right, guys, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know how I can better help you with other video ideas in the comments below. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.